This 13-year-old girl from Manila made the world cry with one song, You Won't Believe Her Voice. The sun was just rising over the crowded streets of Manila when 13-year-old Lara Cruz stood barefoot on the edge of Roxas Boulevard, clutching a small, cracked microphone. Her mother's old speaker, faded and taped together, sat on the pavement beside her. Around her, buses honked, vendors shouted, and people hurried past, too busy to notice the thin girl with tangled hair and a shy smile. But when she pressed play and began to sing, the world seemed to stop for a moment. Her voice wasn't loud, but it was pure, trembling, and filled with something deeper than pain or joy. It carried the weight of every sleepless night she and her mother had spent on those same streets. She sang, You Raise Me Up, her mother's favorite song, her eyes closed as if she were whispering a prayer to the heavens. A few people slowed down. Some turned their heads. By the time she reached the chorus, a small crowd had gathered, phones out, tears streaming down faces. No one expected that voice to come from a girl selling flowers just an hour before. Lara had never sung for fame. She sang to survive. Since her father passed away 2 years earlier, her mother had been sick, unable to work. Singing on the street was how Lara earned money for rice, medicine, and her mother's inhaler. Every night, she practiced under the yellow glow of a street lamp, humming softly while stray dogs curled beside her feet. She dreamed of singing on a real stage someday, not for herself, but to make her mother proud. One rainy evening, while sheltering under an old bus stop, Lara sang quietly to pass the time. A foreign couple stopped, moved by her voice. The man, an American music producer named Michael Turner, couldn't believe what he was hearing. That voice, where did you learn to sing like that? He asked. Lara only shrugged and said, From my mama. She says when words can't help, songs can. Michael recorded a short video of her performance and posted it online with the caption, This girl from Manila has the voice of an angel. He didn't expect much, until the video exploded overnight. Within 48 hours, it had 10 million views. Messages flooded in from around the world. People called her, the Angel of Manila. News crews searched for her, radio stations played her song, and charities offered to help her family. When Lara finally appeared on a local TV show, standing nervously on stage in a borrowed white dress, the studio light seemed blinding. She could barely see the crowd beyond the cameras. Her mother watched from backstage, tears in her eyes. The host smiled and said, Lara, the world is watching. Are you ready? Lara took a deep breath and nodded. Then, as the first notes began, she closed her eyes and sang, not for the fame, not for the cameras, but for her mother. The moment she finished, the audience rose to their feet in thunderous applause. Judges were crying. The video went viral. When the song was released, it reached millions. It played on radios across the U.S., in classrooms, in hospitals, and on military bases. People wrote letters saying her song gave them strength through grief, loneliness, or illness. Lara, the barefoot girl from Manila, had unknowingly touched souls far beyond her city. Months later, standing on the stage of a global charity concert in New York, Lara looked out at a sea of lights. The same little girl who once sang under a flickering street lamp now sang before thousands. She held her mother's hand tightly as she whispered, We made it, Mama. As her final note echoed through the stadium, the crowd rose again, some cheering, some wiping tears. There was no auto-tune, no glitter, just raw, honest emotion. In that moment, Lara wasn't just a singer. She was a reminder of what music, and the human heart, can do when the world listens. Her journey wasn't about luck or fame. It was about love. About a daughter's promise to her mother. About strangers across the world coming together because of one pure, angelic voice. And long after the concert ended, people kept saying the same thing online, she didn't just sing a song. She made us believe again. In the end, Lara didn't just change her own life, she reminded millions that miracles still exist, sometimes standing barefoot on a street corner, holding a broken microphone, and singing straight from the soul.